All right, what is up, guys? We're here today to talk about the top coasters at SeaWorld Orlando. Technically, there's five coasters there. I have not ridden the Grover Boxcar Kids Coaster. I'm just going to say it's number five for sure. I can't imagine that it's not. Um, but anyway, there's some great coasters here. If you've never been to SeaWorld Orlando, I definitely recommend you check it out. Um, One really, really great coaster. I guess you'll have to watch the end to see what it is. Anyway, let's get into this thing. All right, here we go. Number four, Atlantis. So this ride is awesome. If you've ever ridden like Splash Mountain at Disney World, uh, it's very similar kind of theme setting and see all the cool stuff. The biggest difference with this ride is it actually is a coaster at the end. Uh, if you watch the video, you'll see at the end after you make the big drop, there's actually a little section of coaster track, and there's kind of a splashdown at the end. Um, it's really cool. Really enjoy this. I would definitely recommend it to anybody who hasn't ridden it. I'll 100% ride it again whenever we go back to SeaWorld. Um, again, great ride. Good for the little ones too. They're scared. It's not too tall or anything. It looks kind of imposing if you're standing there watching it splash down, but no big deal. Check it out sometime if you haven't already. And there you have it. That was the little coaster portion, a little splashdown at the end. Now we're getting to number three. Now this will be controversial. Some people are going to say that this is the second best coaster here, uh, but I'm getting Manta at number three. I just think that solid, great ride, great flying coaster, first flying coaster I ever rode. Since then, I've ridden Superman at Six Flags Over Georgia, which is another good one. It's got some good terrain changes and everything. This one's better themed. Um, this one's great when you do a little swoop down by the waterfall. Uh, really cool stuff you're going over, and of course it's in Florida, so just everything you can see is beautiful. Palm trees and whatnot. See the rest of the park. But yeah, I know this one's going to be a little controversial. Some people are going to say that well, that number two is a better ride. You'll see in a minute what that is. But I'm gonna go with this as number three. I feel pretty good on it. Check out the ride. All right, again, great ride. Definitely gonna ride it again. But I'm giving this one number two. If you've never been to SeaWorld Orlando, you might say, "What is this?" It's Kraken. It's a B&M foilless coaster. It was actually the first B&M foilless coaster I ever rode as well. Uh, 65 miles an hour, 153 foot tall, over 4,000 foot of track. I mean, it's hard to go wrong with really any B&M. But this is a great one. Giant loop. And it's got a good view because you can see the number one coaster when you get to the top of this. Um, but this thing is fun. I forgot to mention that Manta has that great pretzel loop. Well, this has this corkscrew at the end that I mean just made me just make some weird noises, or something like that because all the G's. But great ride, recommend it. Definitely get to SeaWorld. Check this one out. Enjoy the ride. And that's Kraken. Great ride. I'm telling you, that last little corkscrew, whoo, will get you. All right. If you've ever been to even Orlando, probably if you've ever watched roller coaster videos, you already know what number one is. Undeniable. Number one is Mako. 200 foot tall, B&M. This thing is awesome. At this point, we've ridden Mako, Goliath at Six Flags Over Georgia, Fury 325, Intimidator at Carowinds as well. I think those are the only Giga and then Hyper coasters that we've ridden. But anyway, Mako, there's just something about it. One thing that I think is that it's you just climb straight up, just like you do on Fury. There's no turn the corner and then climb up. I think the shark music, all that theming, great ride, great airtime, love it. You got to get there and ride this thing. All right, well, enjoy the ride.